Hello friends, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the MAC Cleanse Off Oil. I received this in a Ipsy container recently, Ipsy bag, I guess would have been November's because I have not yet received December's. And I was very excited to get this because I love oil cleansers and I have been on the hunt for a good affordable oil cleanser. I wouldn't say this one is particularly affordable, but it's better than some, and I was very excited to try it. And I have been testing it over the last week. I have definite pros, I have definite cons. I can tell you all about that. But first, let me tell you a little bit more about this product. I'm not going to be talking about MAC as a brand because I've done that before in this channel, and I will link down below other videos I've done on MAC products. And if you get a flash of this blackness on my hand here, I want to show you using the oil later. So I put on my hand a little bit of waterproof mascara and also an eyeliner that tends to be really hard to remove. If you buy the full size of this product here in Canada, you are going to be getting 5 fluid ounces of product, which is a fair amount, and it will cost you $39 Canadian. So not the cheapest, but also like it's not like Tatcha cleansing oil. This oil is described as an industry-strength oil-based makeup remover that is gentle on the skin, botanically formulated with oils of olive fruit, evening primrose, and jojoba seed, and completely free of mineral oil. Massages onto skin to loosen all makeup, including waterproof mascara, emulsifies upon contact with water, and then rinses off cleanly and easily, leaving skin feeling soft. So its key claims and benefits, it says it features a formula with natural oils, it removes long-wearing and waterproof products, it's dermatologist tested, ophthalmologist tested, and non-acnogenic. They say to use it that you apply to a dry face and gently massage using fingertips, and then you rinse thoroughly. And I can see looking at the list here, there does not appear to be any fragrance in it, but there are a number of different oils. There's olive fruit oil, jojoba seed oil, wheat germ oil, rice germ oil, matricaria flower oil, which I've not heard of before, bitter orange oil, lavender oil, evening primrose oil, and rose fruit oil is all in there. So there are a number of oils, although the very first ingredient is cetyl ethyl hexanate. Had to say that a few times before I got a take that I could use. That ingredient is above the olive fruit oil. So before I give you the demo for this, I want to talk about what I would love to have in a cleansing oil and why I like cleansing oils so much and what tends to be some of the main drawbacks that I see. So in my perfect world, the Tatcha cleansing oil would be affordable because for me, that one was so good. There are 2 benefits that I see to cleansing oils. And the first is that I do think it is the most effective way of removing makeup without using a lot of pulling or scrubbing. Oils really get in there and break things down. Even using a micellar water, I still feel like I often need to rub a little bit more than I would like to get off specifically mascara and eyeliner. That's where I tend to have the most product that is difficult to remove. And cleansing oils just really break everything down. You rub it on without using any water, it breaks everything down, you can see it happening, and then you splash on some water, it emulsifies, and then it rinses away. So one big part of it for me is that it needs to be good at removing makeup, but because so specifically eye makeup, it needs to be eye safe, and I really look for one that doesn't tend to cloud my vision or irritate my eyes in any way. In addition to that, I would like a cleansing oil to be my main cleanser. If you are getting, like me, maybe a little bit older or you have drier skin, using a soap isn't something you need to do, and it does tend to strip away some natural oils. If you use a cleansing oil that works really nicely as a cleansing oil, you can use it instead of soap, and it leaves your skin feeling so balanced, so hydrated, clean, but not stripped of natural oils. So in a perfect world, a cleansing oil for me would be gentle on my eyes, but still wash away the makeup, and then also be just something I can use as my cleanser. Now, in terms of drawbacks I tend to find is that I have found that a lot of them, not a lot, some of the ones I research say not safe for eye area, in which case they're just off the list to even start with. But then other ones tend to make my eyes like feel really blurry or stinging or just don't seem to work very well in that way. Or I've used some that are so full of fragrance or aren't actually good for my skin that I have to then double cleanse with a soap-based product. in order to remove sort of that fragrance that can tend to irritate my skin. So I've had those issues. And also, there are some cleansing oils where it feels like they're almost like a thicker oil, so I need to use a lot of them, or some that feel like they don't really rinse away very well. So that tends to be what I'm looking and judging a cleansing oil on when I am using it. So let's talk specifically about this MAC cleansing oil. One of the things that I found that I really liked about this is it felt like a little went a long way. It felt like a very thin oil, but still kept its oiliness to it. So it felt like I only needed like a drop on each eye to be able to really work it in there and break down my eye makeup. And then putting it on the rest of my face, it felt really good. It seemed to emulsify really, really well, and then did leave my skin really feeling really smooth and didn't have any fragrance, didn't break me out in any way. So it seemed like it was doing a really good job. I did find a drawback to it though, but before I tell you about that, I want to show me removing this. And I feel like I put the layer of mascara on here really thick, so it actually hasn't dried down as much as I'd like, but that's okay because a good chunk of that is dried down, and that does tend to be the hardest product to remove. So let's put a bit of the cleansing oil on it. I'm just gonna put a towel over my lap so I don't completely mess up my bedspread. Now, obviously, if you got the full size, it would come in a pump. Maybe not obviously, but it does come with a pump. It's a little bit harder when it's a little bottle like this because it's just a little bit harder to dispense, but I'm just kind of putting a few drops on here and then I will show it working. So I've put some drops on and then you start to rub it in and you can see it's starting to break down all of that darkness there, all of that product. And of course, now that I'm doing this, it's not actually breaking it down as much as I would like. So, you know, I'm rubbing here, but I'm not rubbing hard. And it's almost, I mean, obviously it's all on there because it's not been rinsed away yet, but the oil just sort of like breaks everything down. And yes, it's all over everything, but that is when you then go in with water and emulsify it. And it almost, depending on the oil, it almost becomes a little bit milky. Now this is like a damp cloth, so it's not quite what you would be using if you were like washing your face because you'd be like using warm water. This has cooled down a little bit since I put on the cloth, but you can see how you just sort of splash on there with water and it all starts to come away and come off onto the cloth here. But I was able to take off really, really difficult makeup to remove without any harsh scrubbing. And the amount of mascara that I had on my hand there is much more than the mascara that you will have on your face when you're removing your makeup. So while I enjoy doing that demo and showing you how it works, it would have been much more effective if I was actually showing you this on my face. Unfortunately, I found this did have a problem for me. I do have quite sensitive eyes, and not in the sense that it stings. I did find this did cloud my vision a little bit when I was using it. But the bigger problem was I found after using it for 2 days, my eyes were getting really itchy. Like that kind of itch where you just want to like rub right here on your eyes and like close your eyes and rub back and forth because they feel itchy. That is what happened, and it's directly related to this product because I stopped using it after, I want to say 3 or 4 days, and then after like a day or so, that itchiness went away. That's not going to be everybody's experience. I do tend to have really sensitive eyes to makeup remover, which is unfortunate because I did find this was working really well. As I said, I really liked the viscosity of it. I really liked the job that it did at taking off my makeup. I really liked how my skin didn't react to it in any way in terms of breaking out. Like it seemed to really make my skin feel super balanced. Unfortunately, my eyes just didn't enjoy it. So if you have sensitive eyes, this may not be for you. If you don't find you've had any sensitivity to eye makeup removers or facial oils, then this could be fine for you and it could be a really good option. I mean, as I said, it's not the cheapest, but also you get a lot of it for your money. So in terms of value, it could be pretty high up there in terms of value. Unfortunately, I just can't use it. So my cleansing oil, cleansing balm, Quest continues. I hope this review was helpful for you, that it gave you some ideas of, you know, if you were thinking of trying this oil, what it might be good for, what it might not be good for. If you enjoyed this review, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye!